Here on Monday, April 17th. We're intraday right now, and I wanted to put out just a quick video pointing out some trade ideas, some names that I'm looking at that are on my watch list. These are names that may not be ready exactly today, not something you should rush out and buy right now, but they're things to pay attention to. They're either testing support, breaking out of some trend lines or some ranges, and I think look pretty interesting. The other point that you need to pay attention to is earnings season is basically upon us right now, and you need to check those dates, make sure you have enough time to get out if you don't want to hold on into those events, and do the due diligence on that front. So with that, let's take a quick look here at the S&P 500, just real brief. On Monday here, we're starting off the week on a positive note, and that was the exact opposite. We basically flushed last week on Thursday and closed at the dead lows of the session last week. And you can see today we came up with a gap higher, and then bulls buyers have continued to keep that pressure on throughout the whole day. And again, it's not the end of the day right now. We have a couple of hours, under 2 hours left at the time I'm recording this. So anything can happen into the close. But for now, the bulls got a good handle on this session. That is short-term constructive, but there's still plenty to be concerned about until we can start to reclaim some of these fast-moving averages, get back above this 230, 450, 235 range. I think that would be certainly a optimistic, bullish scenario if we can reclaim some of those fast-moving averages in that recent breakdown level. Otherwise, there's definitely some cross currents here that we sort of outlined in our last update. Again, on the weekly time frame, still got that good, nice consolidation pattern going on here. So it really depends on your time frame strategy, but there's a little bit of sort of mixed signals here for everybody to sort of latch onto. So with that, let's get into some of these trade ideas. We'll start with TDOC. This is a name that we talked about, or I posted as an idea on the stream earlier today, but you can see 2.5% to the upside today, lifting out of this recent consolidation. If we zoom out here, we've been in an uptrend for quite a long time. It's a smaller cap name, weekly chart. You can see nice trend here on multiple time frames. So something to pay attention to. Again, a little bit of a lighter volume trade that's just barely, this is really at the bottom end of the volume sort of constraints that I look at, but something to pay attention to. Probably can move pretty quick. PHM. This one here, been watching this for a while, starting to make a move today. I think this is one that has about under 2 weeks until earnings, so you do want to pay attention to that, maybe even less, so double check that date. But a nice consolidation pattern here. These home builders, they've been acting pretty well, and this has been high and tight for the past few weeks. Today it's finally getting that move to the upside. So PHM, another breakout name to pay attention to. MCO, this is Moody's financial services name, which we know financials is going to be some of the first, most important to be reporting earnings over the past few days. So you could have some influence spill over there, at least on a sector basis. So something to pay attention to, but a great pattern. Been watching this one for a while as it's developed in this about 3-point range or so, and we're on pace to get that new closing high here in MCO. So something to pay attention to. Again, it's going to have a little bit of influence there with some near-term earnings on deck. So just keep aware of that. Axalta AXTA. This is one that we talked about a little while back, a couple weeks back, and something we did play as a trade. If you recall, I think we put it out and have it posted, the entry that we had in here. We played the swing higher, collected, about $1 or so of profit per share on this one. Small win. It's pulled back since, kind of coming back in and retesting this support. Still like the name. I mean, dip buyers continue to kind of step in here in AXTA. So something to pay attention to, a little bit of a support play. Again, you want to check those earnings. And then finally, back to the casino names, BYD. A lot of the casinos are acting pretty well today. This is one that I've been paying attention to. Fairly decent volume pattern over the past couple of weeks. If we go to the longer term time frames, you can see weekly chart emerging from this 2150 level that's been in place for a little over a year now. So starting to get a lift out of the bigger technical levels there, some momentum on the shorter term, something to pay attention to. Again, more of a momentum breakout name for you for the rest of this week. Check those earnings like I've repeated many times now. So hope this video finds you well. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.